with over 300 views per week.
On both sides of the Atlantic Ocean.
From the USA to the UK to Qatar to Saudi Arabia.
And now, as seen on NoDQ.com,
it's Cheap Pizza!
Hey! Hello, Internet Wrestling community! It's me! Oh, yeah, it's me! It's the Hollywood Broski! Yeah! And now, introducing my tag team partner! He is the human catchphrase machine! Oh yeah, look at him go! That's Thunderstick! Wow, welcome to episode 3 of Cheap Pizza!
With me, the man with the silver tongue. Hey, the man that beats to his own drum, and he does that with the golden drumstick.
Yeah, he's Thunderstick, and I am the man with the Broski guns, Hollywood Broski.
Okay, let's talk about Monday Night Raw, Daddy-O.
Yeah.
The first segment of Monday Night Raw this week, Triple H came to the ring and he talked about Brock Lesnar, how he was insulted by the term legitimacy, and that he didn't like that Brock Lesnar was an ass and quitted the WWE for the second time.
That's right. Every time Brock Lesnar can't do something properly, every time it gets too hard, Brock Lesnar quits. And you know what? I know that to be true personally myself. Remember back when we won these World Heavyweight titles at that tournament in Puerto Rico? And Brock Lesnar couldn't beat me. He saw that the Broski guns were too big, so he quit. It's true. What do you mean, Bill?
Let me tell you what really happened. Brock Lesnar was a special guest referee in the match between Thunderstick and the Hollywood Broski, and he counted your shoulders down 1, 2, 3. Paul Heyman then came out and he talked about... Shut up. Paul Heyman then came out and he talked about Triple H was doing nothing but making excuses. This was damage control. It was the big spin. Triple H was just making everything seem like it was okay because they've lost their top star in Brock Lesnar.
That's right. And then, on this week's episode of Judge Judy, Paul Heyman then issued Triple H with a court order saying he was sued.
Triple H put his hands on Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman told him quite rightly that it's going to be lawsuit number 2, and he will see him on court. So next week, on Cheap Heat, we have the exclusive trial and tribulation between Triple H and Paul Heyman.
Order! Order! EC-Dub! Order! Order! EC-Dub!
That's live next week on Cheap Heat. Okay, after that we have Daniel Bryan and Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk and the United States Champion Santino.
Now the champions were looking strong on this one. We got Punk, we got Cody, we got Santino.
Santino Marella, the United States Champion. Somebody call my mama. Why is he the United States Champion? Nobody even acknowledges the fact anymore. Do you remember Survivor Series last year?
Oh yes, I do remember Survivor Series.
Thunderstick remembers it very well. John Morrison, Dolph Ziggler, United States title, Madison Square Garden. Zack Ryder came out at the end, the place went crazy, people really cared about the US title. Now, no one cares. This match was okay, I suppose. Good build-up between CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. I'll give it about a 2.5 out of 5. You want to talk about the next match, which was the Divas match? Daddy-O.
Hashtag, let's cut to the chase. Now, after all this time the women's division's been going round, what I like best about this is that Beth Phoenix can still be made to look strong in this stupid merry-go-round of, yes, we're going round on horses. You have the belt, Leela. No, you have the belt, Michelle. Now you have the belt. You have... That still looks legitimate. That's what I like. And she squashed her opponent, Thunderstick.
She did squash her opponent, and Beth Phoenix called me before the match and she said, listen, baby, Don't you worry about me. I'm gonna be fine, and I cannot wait to take my Divas title back off that idiot Layla and Over the Limit. And the night of Over the Limit after my match, she's gonna be in a celebratory mood, if you know what I mean. Ow, ow, ow! I'll see you soon, honey.
Oh.
Okay, the next segment we're talking about,
Yeah, the Big Show.
Big
It was
Show.
the Big Show versus Kane. Hashtag absolute fucking piss.
This match was a disgrace.
At which point, I went for a piss.
This match was a disgrace, and the Dollywood Broski did go to take a piss. The botch chokeslam at the end just made this match even worse. I don't know what they were thinking of. The most important thing about this match was what happened after the match, when the Big Show was forced to get down on his hands and knees and apologize to John Laurinaitis for making fun of his voice. And then he was fired anyway in what I thought was a very, very goofy segment. The Big Show looked like he was doing an audition for Knucklehead Part 2, Daddy-O.
That's right. And after going for a tinkle governor, I walked back into this part and I saw the Big Show on his knees and I thought, Stixxx, what the hell's going on here? Is this another Billy and Chuck segment? Is it another Test of Stephanie McMahon? Could the Big Show be down on his knees, proposing to John Laurinaitis? It reminded me of 91 and Listen Savage. Remember the Cobra appeared? Ah! Ah! Call for the man.
Well, unfortunately, this was not the Big Show proposing to John Laurinaitis. That would have been headlines. That is ratings.
That would have been scorched entertainment.
Well, unfortunately, now it looks like the Big Show's going to be coming into this match and Over the Limit to help John Laurinaitis beat John Cena. We don't know what's going to happen. Maybe they'll do the big swerve again. Who knows? But it does look like, logically, Big Show will be turning heel very shortly. The next match was Brodus Clay and R. Boom versus Ziggler, Miz, and Jack Swagger. Pay
Jack
attention.
Swagger!
You want to talk about this match? Dollywood Bonehead.
Well, I personally feel that this squash match, again, was a big misuse of The Miz, of Jack Swagger, and most importantly, Dolph Ziggler. Use him! Use him! Use him! Use him! Hashtag, I'm gonna come and kick the shit out of you, and you don't use him!
Use him! Use him! It doesn't matter how many hashtags you put in front of his name. He's not going to be able to do anything if you don't use him. Okay, after that match, which was a little bit disappointing in my opinion, we had a segment between CM Punk and AJ. Where CM Punk actually said that AJ's a bit of a psychopath, and apparently Alex Riley owes CM Punk $50. I wonder if they had a bet to see if Alex Riley could get back on TV. Looks like he lost.
Ooh! Now, you know what? I felt sorry for this poor girl. CM Punk just putting her down, putting her down time after time, and you know what? He just made her look like a freak. Well, in the Hollywood Broski's book, freaks are a good thing. Hashtag, hello!
Holla, holla, holla!
Ah.
Well, okay, after that, it was the main event
of the evening, and it was Chris Jericho versus Randy Orton with the fella on commentary. Now, wait a minute. Why the hell is this guy getting a world heavyweight title run when I'm stuck here with this idiot presenting this show and I should be getting a title run down? That's not right, Tom.
Hey, wait a minute. You've not won a match in about 10 years.
Oh,
I
what?
was about to tell the people I've got my glasses on for the main event.
Oh, it's main event time.
It's main event time. Are you done complaining about your spot in the WWE? This is cheap, Pete. This is better than the WWE.
Yeah.
This is the situation. Deal with it. You want to claw your way back up the ladder? First of all, you got to win.
Pull my way back up. Put it there.
Oh, shut up. Get on with the goddamn show. I do not defend my title unless there's money involved. Okay, the main event was pretty good. I thought Randy Orton and Jericho, solid in-ring stuff between them. What do you think? What do you think? You gonna go on with this?
Oh, I am perfect. Yes. Now this was the slap heard around the world. Oh my God! What a segment! It was shit. Somebody has been watching reruns of Ace Ventura. You lahoo as her.
Well, you're somewhat jumping the gun there since we were talking about the Jericho and Orton match, you moron. Pay attention.
Were we?
Yes, we were. Chris Jericho and Orton ended when Sheamus attacked Chris Jericho because Jericho threw Randy Orton into Sheamus when he was on commentary, and it all ended in a big thing. They're still making Randy Orton and Sheamus look very, very strong.
Yeah.
For a possible feud down the line. Now we can talk about John Laurinaitis and John Cena. Hollywood Broski. John Cena's obviously been eating too many fruity pebbles recently. I don't know what was going on. A little bit too much sugar in the coffee, perhaps. This unfunny promo was just an embarrassment, and it certainly didn't make me excited about Over the Limit.
No.
Which, by the way, is on Thunderstick's birthday.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Thunderstick! Don't play with your own stick. I can't finish the rest of TV. I won't. That's fine. I'll save the rest for Sunday. Haha.
Thundersticks has feelings, and you're disregarding them. We'll talk about this later. Okay.
No, okay, all right.
Anyway, this segment seemed to go on a little bit too long, in my opinion. John Cena doing his
Much
best.
like your title reign.
If you want to beat me for this, put your money where your mouth is, Daddy-O.
Oh!
Anyway,
Sounds like a challenge.
John Laurinaitis slapping the face of a John Cena, slapping the smirk of his face was the best thing about this promo, in my opinion. We'll see what happens at Over the Limit. The Big Show interfering looks likely, but maybe WWE will do a swerve. Perhaps it'll be Mr. Wade Barrett that comes in. Who knows what's going to happen? What are your thoughts about Over the Limit this Sunday on Thunderstick's birthday?
Oh, on Thunderstick's birthday. Well, personally, I'm looking forward to Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk, and I am a bit disappointed that this pay-per-view looks like it's going to have the lowest buy rate ever.
The lowest buy rate ever? Even lower than Vengeance?
Even lower than Vengeance!
The Hollywood Broski seems like he's fallen off the wagon, Daddy-O. Well, let's see what happens. Be sure to tune in for another episode. Get your damn hands off me, Daddy-O.
I'm coming for your title, brother!
Next week.